Hello, thanks for joining me. So this is a short flow just to work on upper back and shoulders, so just releasing tension from those areas. So let's come to a comfortable seat, cross-leg seated position. Take a block if you need to under the hips. And let's take the backs of the hands to the knees. So find your posture, sit tall. Let the weight of your body press down into the ground. And then either closing your eyes or take your gaze to the floor. Start to feel into your body. So you might feel like you need to wiggle a little bit before you come to stillness. So feeling into your body, the parts of the body touching the mat, so the sides of the feet, the sit bones. And then notice everything and anything that's going on, scanning up through the body. So maybe areas of tension, maybe parts that feel really good. Maybe it's energy levels you notice. Just giving yourself a picture of how your body feels so you can match your practice to whatever's going on in your body at this moment. So coming to your breath, start to take slower, deeper breaths. So using the whole capacity of the lungs. Feeling the ribcage rise and fall as you inhale and exhale. Let's take one more breath here. And then opening the eyes, let's lift the arms to the sky. So lifting up, inhaling as you reach high. And then as you exhale, take the hands down, but bending the elbows. So we're going to cactus the arms. We'll come into a twist. So twisting over to the left side. So using the muscles rather than levering yourself around. So gentle twist. Don't worry how far round you come. Let's come back to center. Go over to the right side. So relaxing your shoulders. You might feel a difference on either side, so just noticing that, becoming aware. Let's come back to center, reach the arms back up. And then let's come into a side bend. So taking the right hand down, the left hand lifts. Spread the fingers on the right hand, and with the exhale, gently come into your side bend. So keep that left sit bone pressing into the floor. Find that length in the side of the body. So maybe the elbow, this right elbow comes to the floor. It doesn't have to. So just feeling into that. Maybe head releases. You might start to move your head. Just notice what's going on in your neck, in your upper back. And then let's lift. We'll take it over to the other side. So reaching the right hand up, left hand comes down. And with your exhale, coming into that side bend. And again, you might release your head. Feel into your neck, your upper back. See if you can press that right sit bone back down if it feels like it's lifting. And then let's lift back up. Let's take the arms high. And with the exhale, take them through heart center and then roll over the feet, come into your tabletop. So bringing wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to take a cat-cow. So inhale to lift the head, lift the sit bones, belly pulls down, press into the hands. And then exhale to round through the spine, doming through the upper back. Let the head drop, the tailbone tuck under. And then come back to center. Let's thread the needle. So inhaling, right hand up to the sky. With the exhale, we're going to send it through underneath the left arm, coming onto shoulder, side of the head. So just tucking chin into chest. Take the weight out of the neck. Back of the right hand is coming to the floor. And just take a breath here. If this feels enough, then stay here. If you want to go slightly deeper into your twist, you can walk the fingertips over the head, lift the elbow. Maybe you lift the arm up, take it up and over. Option to take hold of the right thigh. You might have a play with straightening the left leg. So it might be that you bring fingertips back to the floor if you're playing with straightening that left leg. Bring the toes up towards the fingertips. So have a play. If it feels too much, you can always release out again. Come back to a different variation. So you're just coming into a twist, releasing up the upper back, sending the breath into this left side of the rib cage. So adjusting as much as you need to. Let's take one more breath here. And then unraveling, lifting back up to your tabletop, and we'll take it over to the other side. So lifting left arm up. On the exhale, send it through underneath the right arm, shoulder. Side of the head comes down, the back of that left hand is coming to the floor. Take a couple of breaths, feel into that twist. And then decide whether or not you want to take it a tiny bit deeper. So tucking chin into chest, maybe fingertips come over the head, elbow lifts. Just taking you slightly deeper into that twist. Option to take the arm up and over. Maybe hand comes to that left thigh. And then option again to have a play with straightening the right leg this time. So see how it feels. You can always release out. So staying with your breath, breathing into this right side. Let's take one more breath here. And then slowly unraveling, lifting back to center. Let's take another cat-cow. Just to reset the spine, so lifting the head, lifting sit bones. And then head comes down, tuck the tailbone, press into the hands so you're doming through the upper back. Let's come back to center, back to a neutral spine. We're going to tuck the toes and hover the knees. So tuck chin into chest, and you should feel those abdominal muscles switch on. Thighs as well. So you might stay here playing with lifting knees on and off the floor. If you want to, you're up for the challenge, you can start to walk opposite hand, opposite foot towards the top of your mat. So keep the knees just slightly lifted from the floor. So keep them as close as you can. Let's come to the back of the mat. Then let's come back to center. Release it down. And then let's press into the hands, tuck the toes, lift into downward facing dog. So find that length in your spine first in your down dog. Keep the knees bent. So moving the hips, maybe walking out your legs. Feel into those muscles in the back. So you're lifting sit bones up. Find that length in your spine. And then let's tiptoe forward. We'll come to ragdoll. So bend the knees slightly. Have a sway from side to side. Relax the upper body, the head. Take a couple of deep breaths. Let's release the hands. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. And then lifting the hands up over the head. So if this feels really strong on your shoulders, you can release your hands, release your fingers. So lifting up. Let the hands be heavy if you can. Head is heavy. And then let's release down and slowly roll up through the spine. So keep the knees bent as you roll up. Let's lift the arms to the sky, lift the toes. Big deep breath in and then exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Length through the spine, hands come to the shins. Exhale, hands to the floor, step it back. High to low plank. So knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big deep breath in. And with your exhale, step or jump feet between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Lift the toes as you rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, step it back. High to low. So knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big deep breath in here. And with the exhale, step or jump feet between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, lift the toes. Exhale, hands to heart center. So just take a moment here. Feel into the heart beating. And just coming back to your breath. Come back to those slow, deep breaths. Just helping to slow the heart rate again. And then let's reach the arms up with the inhale. And we're going to take the arms wide and come into eagle arms. So we're going to take the right arm under the left. Option to bring hands to the shoulders. Backs of the hands can touch or palms touch. So finding what feels good on your shoulders. And then let's bring feet together. And we're going to come up onto the tiptoes of the left foot. And if you want to here, you can hug that left knee in. So you might feel really wobbly and want to keep the toes down. So feel free to keep them down. We're going to step it back into warrior one. So step it back. Press down into the feet. So take the feet wide if you need to here. Finding your version of warrior one. So the hip bones turn towards the front as much as possible. So keep pressing down into the feet. Breathing into the upper back, so the back ribs. Feel the breath going into that space. And then let's start to lift the elbows. So lifting the elbows, lift the chin. And as soon as you can't lift them anymore, start to unravel the arms. So the hands come across the arms, elbows lift up over the head. And then start to open, so opening through the front body. Shoulder blades come towards each other, slowly opening up. Tuck the tailbone if you feel that pressure in the lower back. Big deep breath here, and then releasing the arms down. Let's step it back. Downward facing dog. So take any movements you need to here, rocking the hips, walking up the legs. Maybe you take a child's pose. So take a couple of slow, deep breaths. And then we're going to tiptoe to the front of the mat. We're going to slowly roll up, bend the knees as you roll. Reach the arms up, and we'll take it over to the other side. So take the arms wide. This time, the left arm's coming under the right. So you might need a different variation. So see how it feels. So shoulders, backs of the hands or palms. Find yourself a focus point. And then coming up onto the tiptoes of the right foot. So staying here or lifting the foot, hug the knee in. And we're going to slowly step it back into warrior one. So find that position with the feet, your version of warrior one. It might be with quite wide feet to help you balance. They might be much closer together. So that back foot's coming out 45 degrees. You're pressing down, bending into that front knee. And then let's start to lift the elbows. So lifting them up, and they might only lift a teeny tiny bit before you start to unravel the arms. So you're opening up. So hands slide across the arms. Shoulder blades come towards each other. Take that tuck of the tailbone if you need to here. Opening up through the front body. Let's take a slow, deep breath here. And then let's release it down. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Taking any movements you want to here. Slow, deep breaths. Let your head be heavy. Always the option of a child's pose. And then we're going to hop towards the front of the mat. So the feet are going to hop outside the hands. So coming into a squat. So feet are wide, toes point out, and just have a rock side to side. And it might be that your squat's much higher. So just feeling into your hips, taking whichever variation you need to here. Oh, clicky knees. So lifting the feet, feeling the feet on the mat. And then let's hop it back again. So take the hands to the floor, press down into the hands, and hop the feet back. And we're going to lower down. So knees, chest and chin come all the way to the floor. We're going to bring the forehead down and the hands come either side of the body, palms facing down. We're going to take some back bends. So with the inhale, lifting the head, lifting the shoulders, reaching the fingertips towards the feet. So reaching away, using those back muscles, feel them engage. So staying with the breath here. And then exhale, slowly come back down. Relaxing the arms down, take a breath. This time coming up again, we're going to lift the feet as well. So reaching up, reaching hands towards the feet, lift the toes. So really pressing away with the ball of the foot. Spread the toes out, spread the fingers, reaching behind. Let's take one more big deep breath. And then exhale, releasing down. This time take the hands under the head. Take a big deep breath, completely relax the body. And then let's take the hands out to the sides. We're going to bend the elbows. Let's bring the forehead to the floor. And this time we're going to lift head and shoulders again. Lift the arms up as you inhale. And this time you have the option to start to move from side to side. So just feeling into the back muscles, feeling into which ones engage as you move. And then you might decide to bend a knee as well. So as you move from side to side, bending that same knee. So bringing the toes towards the hand. Stay with the breath. Keep breathing. Notice if you're holding your breath. So come back into it. Let's come back to center. Again, release down, take the head to the other side this time, onto the hands. Big deep breath, let the body be heavy on the ground. Slow deep breaths, and then let's take the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes. We're going to slowly roll up and back, so coming to your child's pose. So really slowly feel into the spine as you move. Coming all the way down. Rounding the spine. Bring forehead to the floor. Maybe make fists to bring your forehead a tiny bit higher. And then let's roll up. Come onto this side. We're going to bring the feet forward. So straight legs. We're going to point the toes. And then lean back. So lean back. Feel those core muscles engage. So release the hands. If you need to, you can bend the knees, take hold of the backs of the thighs. And then start to pulse. So one side, then the other. gently moving. So keep the toes pointed. Come up higher if you need to. Any discomfort in the lower back, come up a tiny bit higher. If you want more, you can lean further back. So keep moving. See if you can bring your focus to which muscles are engaging. And then let's slowly release down. So come to center. Slowly roll all the way down. Come onto your back. Take a full body stretch. So reaching through the right side, reaching through the left side. Let's hug the knees in. Give them a squeeze. Have a rock from side to side. And then let's take a twist. So let's take the arms shoulder height, palms face down, and then drop the knees over to the left side. Looking to your right hand. Couple of deep breaths here. Let's come back to center and drop the knees over to the right side. Slow deep breaths. Let's come back to center, hug the knees in again. And if you have time, come to your Shavasana, take a few minutes just to completely relax. Or rolling onto one side, lifting yourself up. Let's come back to that seated position. Let's take hands to heart center. Namaste.